Bonjour. So the Zoom today didn't record. I don't know. I think I must have pressed the wrong button, but it's okay. So I'm creating this video. So at least if you were not there during the Zoom session, you can still look at the grammar on your own. Okay. Donc, on a vu pendant le Zoom session le verbe venir. Okay. So let me go over the pronunciation. Je viens, tu viens, il vient, nous venons, vous venez, ils viennent. OK? Vous avez ici deux exemples. Vous venez souvent ici et vient vers 8 heures. Ça va? Maintenant, attention, lorsqu'on utilise venir au passé composé, on a besoin de l'auxiliaire être. So venir goes with être. OK? All the time. Because it's a verb of movement. Le participe passé de venir, c'est venu. OK? Donc, par exemple, ils sont venus. Remember, past participle with être agrees with the subject. Nadine est venue déjeuner. Nous sommes venus à la fac. Et es-tu venu trop tard? N'est-ce pas? Venir de can be used also with the infinitive to express the recent past. Okay? En anglais, you say, for example, I just did my homework. I just talked to Lisa, for example. OK? Donc, vous pouvez dire, par exemple, je viens de prendre mon goûter dans ma chambre. I just had a snack in my room. Nous venons de regarder cette émission, par exemple. OK? Ensuite, venir, you can also use it with the infinitive to say that someone has just come to do something. Papa est venu me chercher. So see, this is the infinitive. Elle venait nous rendre visite. That's also the infinitive. Okay, so it's the same principle that we've seen before. You don't put two verbs together and conjugate both of them. The second one is left in the infinitive. Ici, attention, other verbs like venir are tenir, maintenir ou retenir, to hold, to maintain, and to retain, I guess. Those would go with avoir in the passé composé. Devenir and revenir, to become and to come back, will go with être with the passé composé. Okay, so you have a few examples here. Estelle et sa copine sont devenus médecins. Il est revenu avec une tarte aux fraises. Et Corinne tient le livre de cuisine. On a retenu mon passeport à la douane. It says also in your book, a command form of tenir is often used when handing something to someone. Par exemple, to say here, a nice orange for you. Tiens, une belle orange pour toi. Votre sac est tombé. Tenez, madame. Here you go, madame. Okay, so this is something we use a lot in the command form. Also, with venir, you have depuis, pendant, and il y a. Attention, this il y a not to be confused with il y a from French 1. It's not there is, there are. Okay? It's more when we want to say like 3 years ago, 2 months ago, etc., etc. So, par exemple, il y a une heure, on était à la cantine. An hour ago, we were at the cafeteria. On a visité Ouagadougou il y a 2 ans. So, that will mean 2 years ago. Okay? So, you can use il y a with a time period to express ago. Ensuite, to say that something happened for a particular period of time and it has ended, you can use pendant, often with the passé composé. Salim a fait la vaisselle pendant 2 heures. Donc ici, on a le passé composé pendant 2 heures for 2 hours. It's done, right? He's not doing the dishes anymore. Les équipes ont joué au foot pendant un mois. They played for a month, right? They are not playing anymore. So that's pendant. Ensuite, vous avez depuis. So depuis is to say that something has been going on since a particular time and continues in the present. We use depuis, but attention, in French, we use that with the present tense, okay? Par exemple, elle danse depuis son arrivée à la fête. She's still dancing, so we use the present tense. Depuis quand passez-vous l'été au Québec? They're still going there in the summer, so present tense, okay? You can do this exercise on your own. You can click pause and I will give you the answer. So I will give you the answer in the next video because this is only, oh no, I think I can do 15 minutes. So we're good to go. So I will give you the answer. Please click pause if you want to work on your own and then you can listen to the answer afterwards. OK, donc première phrase, on a Chloé, tu avec nous à la cantine. Donc, c'était C, tu viens. Are you coming with us to the cafeteria? Numéro 2, vous, d'où, monsieur? Vous venez d'où, monsieur? H, right? Where are you coming from, sir? Les Obali, this is a family, right? Les Obali viennent de dîner au café, qui est ici A, OK? So they just ate dinner at the cafe. Julia Child est devenue célèbre en 1961. She became famous in 1961, right? 5. Qu'est-ce qu'ils dans la main? Qu'est-ce qu'ils tiennent dans la main? What are they holding in their hands, right? Ils sont du supermarché à midi. Ils sont revenus du supermarché à midi. They came back from the supermarket at noon. On parlait facilement il y a 10 ans. Sorry. Bon. Il y a 10 ans. So, sorry about my phone. On parlait facilement il y a 10 ans. So, 10 years ago, right? This is a bad example in my opinion. It's like, we used to speak easily 10 years ago. And I guess now it's harder. I don't know. On mange bien l'arrivée de maman. Depuis l'arrivée de maman. So, since mom arrived, we eat well. OK? Parfait. On continue avec la grammaire. Donc, la prochaine chose qu'on a vue pendant le Zoom meeting, ce sont les verbes devoir, vouloir et pouvoir. OK? Nous avons vu seulement la prononciation des verbes. Donc, on peut les regarder ensemble. Nous avons devoir, vouloir et pouvoir. Donc, écoutez bien la prononciation. Vous pouvez répéter. Je dois, tu dois. Il doit. Nous devons, vous devez. Ils doivent. Je veux, tu veux. Il veut. Nous voulons, vous voulez. Ils veulent. Je peux, tu peux. Il peut. Nous pouvons, vous pouvez. Ils peuvent. So I kind of wish these verbs would be taught earlier, like in French 1, because those are very, very useful verbs. OK? Donc, devoir, ça veut dire to have to. Par exemple, je dois faire mes devoirs. I need to do my homework, or I have to do my homework. OK? Vouloir is to want. Je veux une pomme. I want an apple, right? Pouvoir would be the equivalent of can in French. Donc, je peux parler français. I can speak French. So, see how these verbs can be useful. Les participes passés, attention, this is when you use these verbs in the passé composé. Sur le participe passé de devoir, c'est dû, D-U accent circonflexe. It would be used with avoir. Le participe passé de vouloir, c'est voulu. Again, used with avoir. And pouvoir is pu, pu. Used with avoir also. You have 3 examples here. Je dois repasser. Veut-elle des pâtes? Et vous pouvez entrer. Okay? So that's what we did today in the Zoom meeting in a nutshell. We also looked at the vocab, but I guess you can go on the VHL website and listen to all the words. Pretty much, I had the students repeat the words. Okay? Alors, merci, and next time I'll make sure the Zoom meeting is recording. Sorry about that. Alors, au revoir!